Hello, RC Flying Fun here, and today I'm going to do my maiden flight review of the Horizon Hobbies UMX P-51D BL. And like all planes, I've already tested it and got one flight in today already. And well, before I give anything up, I just want to talk a little bit about this plane. Flies well, very stable, flies kind of like the P-47, UMX P-47, stable. The only thing about it, it's a little underpowered. With it's got the 3000 kV motor in it, and just a little underpowered for my taste. I know a lot of people might like it, might fly well for them, but I am going to it's scheduled for a motor upgrade, and I'm going to go up to an 1806 motor in this, just like my P-47 that I've got, and give it the performance that that plane has. So without further ado, let's get this guy in the air. Now I fly, I've shown these before on my channel, I fly with, this is a Nanotech 45 to 90C 2S battery. No, I don't fly these planes straight out of the box on 3S. I don't know, I know guys that do it. There's a bunch of people on RC groups that do it, but I did some testing on that, and it really overheats these motors, and I don't trust it. And they say you can go, they'll actually shut down, the overcurrent protection will kick in and turn the motor off on you and every other thing. And it's really, I like my planes to be underpowered when they're in the air. I'll just put it that way. So don't want to knock anybody, but I don't do that. So let's get this guy in the air. Got my battery here. Now I flew it earlier, and I'll put the battery in. I put it all the way to the front. Seemed like it like that on the CG. I only had to actually, it was still slightly tail flying nose up a little bit. I had to trim it just a little bit down, and that was all I had to do to get this plane to fly earlier. So let's get him plugged in here, and let's get this guy in the air. I'm sure a lot of people want to see it fly. Let's tuck our wires in here, get them in. Only thing, I just don't have quite enough room to get the wires all tucked in there. Let's set him down with the gyros initialized here. I think they already did. I heard it give tone. So let's check ailerons, elevator. We have rudder, and we have motor power. So let's get this guy in the air. And right now, I mean, winds are very light right now. I had about 5 to 10 mile an hour earlier. It doesn't seem like there's any wind at all, so I'm going to launch to the southwest here. Now I've cut back. I'm about 3/4 throttle right now. You can see it. It flies decent, but this size of plane, I mean, they just need to have a bigger motor. Here's wide open throttle. Let's do a loop, nice big loop. Now some people are complaining of twist when you're doing loops, but I just did not see that there. I mean, I flew it, like I said, I flew it earlier, and I did not have any issues with that. And I was doing barrel rolls. Let me get it down here a little bit lower so we can see it a lot easier. Okay, here we go. Turning into me. Little up elevator into a barrel roll. Nice plane. It's nice and stable. This plane is, I mean, it flies beautiful. It is a very nice flying airplane. Let me give her a little more down elevator here. Yep, I see one of my buddies is here to fly with me. One of my birds. I got a Corsair. I brought that plane out the other night and flew with it, and them birds were all over the place. Now this plane, because of the airframe, they're nice, and it's got a nice sleek airframe just like the real plane, and it I think it will outrun the P-47 with the same setup. Another loop, come out of it. Very nice handling plane, very stable. There's a loop. Look at that. Nice loops. I mean, this plane, I don't know. I know some people had trouble with them, the push rods being loose. Maybe the one that they were referring to on there, he's got problems with his push rods, or something's just not right on his plane. But I'm not seeing that twisting loop that they were talking about. Another barrel roll. There we go, better one. Bring her around, dive, full power. Decent speed. I mean, not great, not as fast as my 1806 powered Thunderbolt, but still good. I'm leaning on her hard. Loop. I'm leaning on the throttle kind of hard, but I'll cut her back just a little bit here so we can get some more flight time in. Hope this gives everybody a good idea how this plane flies. I mean, it is very stable airplane. Flies extremely nice, no bad habits. Here we go. Full throttle pass right over our heads. I'm always nervous taking a new plane out like this. I'm scared to death I'm gonna, when you first get them out of the box, you don't know how they're gonna be trimmed and what they're gonna fly like. But this plane was beautiful right out of the box. I didn't have any trouble at all, other than giving a little down trim on it. It is a good little flyer. I'm gonna have a lot of fun flying this one. Okay, we're down to, sadly to say, we're down to 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and lose some altitude here and bring her in. Don't want to overuse my battery. Got my throttle cut down a little bit here. I'm getting some wind out of the southwest, which is the direction I'm flying in right now. So when I get him down here, that's the way I'm going to land. I don't like landing that way because I have to land in the lower part of my yard, and I don't like doing that because it's hard to see. Let me move over here so I can get him turned around, get him down here. I'm really having a hard time getting him to drop here. I'll have to come around again. So I said, this plane glides really nice. The wing loading is really good. Okay, let's bring him around, a little power. I don't stall here. Okay, got him now. Here we go. And nice soft landing. Nice soft landing. Let's walk down here and get him. Grass was wet earlier. I think it rained sometime during the night. It hasn't rained today.